So it's only myself that will be recorded because I have pinned myself, and I am going to mute yourselves. So at the beginning of the practice today, I am going to chime 3 times my lovely Tibetan singing bowl. I'm going to do that to mark the beginning of the practice, and I'm also going to do that at the end of the practice. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a mindful scan through the body, okay, just to see how we're feeling today. So loosen up any tight clothing that you've got or anything that is too constricting, and allow yourself to be as comfortable as you need to be. And sitting in a chair is perfect, or sitting up in bed is also perfect, or lying down, whatever represents that comfort for you this morning. And just make the intention that for the next 20 or so minutes you're just going to be in the formal practice, and the urge to move also, okay, is something to be observed. So you can still move, of course you can, okay, but just be aware of any movement. And then when you think that you've met this, just bring your eyes to a close, just gently. Or alternatively, you can just sort of what we call cap them. So you can bring them so that your peripheral is blurred, and just concentrate or focus on one object that's about 2 to 3 feet in front of you. So if your thoughts, emotions, or sounds pull your attention away from the physical sensations of the body scan, don't struggle or berate yourself. Let the experience just rise and fall, and bring yourself back to the primary focus. We're just gonna just let the sound of the bowl just help to relax you, and to formally just bring you into a state of awareness. And just bring your attention first of all to your body as a whole, lying or sitting, and just be with the physical sensations of the body. Let the experiences arise and pass away And just become aware of the breath. And then just of your tummy, just rising and falling. Like a heartbeat signature. And just when your navel, your tummy softens, just feel yourself letting go of any tightness and becoming heavier and heavier. Be aware of your legs. Just let them relax. Just let them go with the out breath, with the falling of the stomach, the softening. And then just become aware of your arms. And with that heaviness and falling, just let them go as well. Just feel them supported by the surface that they're resting on. And your torso. And your head on the very top of the body. I'll bring your awareness to the top of the head. Just bring an awareness with curiosity, focused on that area of the body. And just feel how it feels at this moment. Be curious about any physical sensations. Don't try and change them or chase them. Just see if you can be with physical sensations or non-physical sensations at the top of the head. So you might feel some tingling or pressure. Whatever is there, just let it be. And then just slide the attention to the forehead. Feel the sensations in the forehead, whatever those may be. Again, you might notice some tingling, or in this area, maybe there's some straining and frowning. And maybe again with that falling of the navel, you can just see if you can let just a little piece of that tension go in this moment. And don't berate yourself or judge yourself for carrying tension there. Maybe you've been worried about something or rushing around before the class. And then just let the awareness slip down from your forehead to your eyes, your nose, the tip of the nose, your cheeks, just with the cheeks. How are they feeling? Can you feel temperature in the cheeks? Your mouth, your lips, maybe they're slightly parted. Your jaw and the whole of the face. Feel the experience. Just bring your mindfulness to your face. And if you can feel any tightness, just see if with that falling, like the ebbing and flowing of the weather, you can let the tightness just pass away and bring softness to the face, to the jaw, and just bringing that awareness down into the throat, and the back of the neck, that whole area. Just see how it feels at this moment. Maybe you've got your lips open and your throat's a bit dry. It's okay to swallow. You don't need to feel ashamed or as if you're doing something wrong by swallowing. It's perfectly okay to lubricate that part of your body. And then just feel so much packed into that area. Just see what you can feel, what sensations are in the neck and the throat. And then just bringing the awareness down just to the bottom of the throat, and that little concave in what we call the collarbone. Just feeling the top of the chest, the top of your shoulders, slowly and systematically moving your attention into your shoulders. And just feel the duality of feeling them both at the same time. And does one feel different to the other? Mine usually feel very different. My right side feels very much tighter than my left side. And that's no surprise because I'm right-handed. Even though I use my left hand, those muscles on the right side are still used to taking the weight. And we say, don't we, taking the weight of the world on our shoulders. So again, let's just see if with the out-breath, with this softening of the torso, if we can just let some of that go, even just the smallest amount. And then coming down into the top of our arms, and then the elbows and the forearms and the wrists and the hands and fingers, just noticing the shape of our fingers. So have we kept them straight? Are we carrying tension in that straightness? Just seeing if we can soften them. However that looks for us. Then just bringing that awareness back up through the arms and shoulders, into the top of the chest, down through the upper torso, down to the tummy, and that softening of the tummy and around the navel. Just seeing as we go down into the pelvic bowl, we can feel supported by the chair or bed underneath us. Just inquiring as to what that really means. Just to let our weight be. Just to let the chair or the bed come up to meet us, and just unconditionally taking our whole weight with no judgment. The chair or bed doesn't judge us. And then we might feel, as we relax a bit more through the hips, the shoulders relax. Very often if we've got tight hips, got tight shoulders. And then just coming down into the legs, the length of both the thighs. Again, do they feel different to one another? Or is there any sensations or temperature that we can sense? Maybe there's a tingling, and just coming down into the knees. Just feeling how they are. Very often they're a source of an ache. Just see how they are this morning. And then just coming down into the calves and the shins. And just feeling that they support the knees, and in turn they're supported by the ankles, the heels, and then both the feet and the balls of the feet. Just see if you can release the toes and just bring an expansion and a softness into the balls of the feet. Then just taking a final couple of moments just to see if you feel different from how you started. And just what is that difference? If you could put it into a sound or a sensation or a word, what would it be? And then just being aware of the body in the room and the position that it's taking up, from the feet to the hips, to the torso, the shoulders, and the top of the head. Just bringing some movement back. Just bringing some awareness back into the space that is your body. Just aware of where you are. And maybe feeling the feet and bringing some movement into the toes and the feet, and that's sending a signal to the rest of the body to really come back, to really feel where the hips are, where your shoulders are, your shoulders connected by touch to the back of the surface. Bringing some movement back into the hands and the fingers, however small. Or maybe you want to take some big, whatever feels right for you. And then coming back and opening the eyes when you feel ready and able to do so with that downward gaze. Just letting the sound really root you back into the room.